Hey guys, we are back. Kenos with Jeff. Game 2, Northern Storm versus Option 12. So, I've said my piece over and over. Tanks, CC, all that great stuff. Jeff, you got anything else to add?
Honestly, I don't really think that the tanks were the problem, or the lack of tanks
Okay.
in that game. I just think that Northern Storm, I think the Kane was the problem. Kane was just, I mean, Token is such a big part of Northern Storm's success, and he was not successful or even present in the first 20 minutes of that game. So that's something that I think they'll have to rethink.
I mean, here's how I view tanks and such in League of Legends and in games in general. It's like a ladder, let's say. Okay, you're climbing up the ladder, and you have this ladder designed around the idea of I'm gonna get up it with good damage, good plays, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly you start slipping and falling down the ladder, and the tanks and the CC are the sides of the ladder that you can grab onto as you're falling.
Sure.
And so if you don't have one of those things, all you've got are rungs that aren't really being supported by you have no fallback strategy.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with that analogy. I just think I think that it's fully possible to win games without those sides, without those handholds. You just can't miss a rung, and Northern Storm missed a couple of rungs in that last game.
All right, so we have the Hecarim ban because Northern Storm is picking first.
And yeah, so you do see option 12. They're not willing to let Northern Storm first pick the Hecarim.
Was Leona banned last game?
Excuse me?
I said, was Leona banned last game?
I believe so, yeah. I believe it was banned first rotation.
Alright. So there's the gap. We'll see how it pairs out. We also have Vigar available, it's worth noting. Because they decided to ban the Morgana instead. Didn't want Lizbear getting that. But it looks as though maybe they'll third pick Vigar, or they just don't care. I don't mind the Lux here. Cool.
I don't know about you, but I'm seeing 0 on the clock.
Really?
I might just be lagging a little bit. So they first picked Lux?
No, Leona, Cho'Gath, Lux, and now Shen for Northern Storm.
Ah, okay. I might just have to hop back into this one at some point.
So, looking at major durability for Northern Storm now. With
So
Leona
they
and
are doing exactly what you would have wanted them to do in terms of adjustments.
They briefly hovered Dante, but decided to pick Sivir instead. And people may go, hey, Kenos, when are you going to refer to that character by its actual name? I don't know, guys. It's a mystery. A mystery we can all solve together. 3 seconds on the clock. Who you picking, Greg? Ooh, they're going for Nico again. So
With the Lux having already been picked, that would definitely be a mid lane again.
I mean, he did very well with it, especially once he started landing those ults. Another Zillion ban, so they're not going to let mid lane Zillion become a thing again. So Leona Sivir bot lane against Lux and nobody knows. Malphite ban is interesting. Wonder if they were expecting that to be jungle, or if they're thinking Cho'Gath jungle. They're expecting that to be top.
Yeah, I believe Cho'Gath is a jungler that Prowler is very comfortable on.
I would have been very interested to see if they hadn't picked Nico, if option 12 would have, or if Northern Storm would have banned that, or if they would have just gone Malphite Vigar.
I would be surprised if Northern Storm would have banned the Vigar. I don't mean that as disrespect to Gregosaurus and his performance in Game 1. It's just that it's not something that We've seen him play a lot of before this, and the performance in game one was good, but it wasn't necessarily what I would call the reason that they lost that game. So I would have been surprised if they would have reacted that strongly to it.
Speaking of surprise, I'm very surprised to see the Jin ban. I mean, obviously Pointy Ball did well, but I don't think that it was ban worthy.
Yeah, that's another one where, it almost, as you said, Pointy Ball had a very, very strong performance, really good scoreline at the end of game one. But I wouldn't have called it, consequential to how game one turned out.
And Pointy Ball does pick up the Caitlyn. Last pick is probably going to be jungle, unless the Cho'Gath jungling.
I do think that it might be Cho'Gath jungle. I do think that that's a pick that Prowler enjoys, that he feels good on.
Well, hopefully this isn't a jungle Shen.
That's something that we saw recently and didn't see to great success.
Zach, alright, cool. I'm into it. Everyone stand in front of Sivir, the comp. And Fizz is there too. And set again. Alright. See, Relexus, or actually I should say, Lindsay, you shouldn't be excited for things they hover. Because the things they hover are not the things they lock. It's the things they hover to make us excited.
Yeah, for the most part, it's just trolling.
And then they disappoint us. Or they're just trying to upset me by hovering brand. But I'm not falling for it, because you're not picking brand. That's why I get upset about it. Alright, so we got Set Shen top. Excited to see Zach. Used to be a mainstay in the LCUS, but hasn't been picked up as much. No, Lindsay, I can't say Alexis. Sorry,
I'm excited to see this Fizz. It's been a while since I've seen a Fizz in LCUS, and that's, even more so than LeBlanc. It's like a feast or famine champion. If this Fizz can get a couple early kills, he will take over the game. And if he doesn't, he will be a cannon minion without range.
We have several comments about Fizz into Nico isn't a great matchup. So we'll see what Chaos does with it. But Chaos has kind of proven himself with the Fizz already, and it's kind of similar to LeBlanc in a couple of ways in that he's got that ability to dodge out of dangerous situations. Troll Pole is always great. And there's a lot of separation possibilities here. I can see a couple of picks coming for Northern Storm with things like you shark them, you Leona ult them, Shen taunts on a straggler, Zac ult, Zac pulls. There's a lot of possibilities to get snagged here if you're someone like Caitlyn or Lux. So we'll see if that plays into it.
Yeah, these Northern Storm, once again, I feel like their comp is very dependent on getting a good start. And we saw them not get that last time around. So it'll be interesting because option 12, they just got off to such a great opening in game one. And if that happens again, I do not see this Northern Storm comp really having a chance to come back on them.
Yeah, but it goes kind of the other way also. I like how Northern Storm, it'll be a question to see if Northern Storm corrected too hard into this, which sounds weird for me to say, but if Chaos gets shut down in the mid lane, there's going to be very little in the way of damage coming out of this team. We have seen Sivir in the past put an entire team on her back, but that goes into like the hyper late game. And when you're hyper late game against Cho'Gath, Caitlyn, and Lux, I'm not sure. Obviously with Sivir, spell shield the Lux and laugh. But you gotta not be in a situation where you've already used your spell shield on the 40 other things coming your way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So while I like Northern Storm's team a lot more, I think the confidence that Gregosaurus has with the Nico, coupled with how powerful Caitlyn and Lux are, could give them a rough time. But I'd like to see Token get involved more, like we said, get some more jungle presence in for Northern Storm, and maybe they'll do better.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the Sivir can solo carry a game if she gets the 4 items. It's almost a meme at this point. I believe it's like the 400 CS Sivir is just a win condition. But you got to get to 400 CS, and if you get off to a bad start in this game, it's gonna be over even quicker than the last one, I think.
All right, option 12 wins this because Northern Storm is nothing but joke skins.
You hate joke skins so much. I don't know. There's still no Nico skin though.
Yeah, but there's Barbecue Leona, the worst Shen skin.
That is the worst Shen skin. I agree with that. I'm just imagining though, because it was a pool party, a pizza delivery, and a barbecue. Like that all sounds like a really fun time together.
Yeah.
But okay.
You're more than welcome to disagree. I have no problem with someone disagreeing with skin taste. All right, of course now we have to analyze the pizzas.
Ah, yes. What is the pizza? Is
Looks
it
like ham
spinach and ham?
Something like that. Kind of looks like green peppers to me, but she's moving too quick.
I'll have to wait for someone to land a slow so we can figure out exactly what we're looking
Come
at.
on. Oh, she's at a bad angle. All right, whatever.
Twitch chat all about who's on or what's on the pizza. Who's on the pizza?
It's
That'd
important,
be weird.
you know, and no one else is doing anything. Yeah, that looks like spinach and ham.
Spinach and ham. I can't say I've ever had that combination. Sounds like it could be good. I don't know, I just like spinach in general on pizzas, so.
Minions have spawned.
But yeah, everyone being very peaceful, which is helpful because it gives us time to look at the pizza.
Indeed. Everyone has their priorities.
Yes, the pizza is cheeseless at this moment. Some people do that. When I first saw the option for a cheeseless pizza, I was very confused. But people who are allergic to dairy do exist. Ooh.
Especially for those of us in Wisconsin. Just seems strange.
Option 12. Are they going to try to grab somebody here?
Yeah, this is interesting. Pointy ball skilled level 1 trap as well. Could be interesting, but WD Fan and Wishbone, they're walking around the safe way, so it won't amount to anything.
That would have been very exciting if they just face checked that bush at 1. Still get some early damage, though, from that binding. Shen doing the horrible early level walk, so we won't look top lane as much as we can. Early gank coming in here from Token. Let's see if he gets anything done. Misses Gregosaurus a little bit there. I mean, Fizz doesn't really do much early game, so I'm not sure if the focus mid will help or hinder Token.
Not really sure what the purpose of that gank was. Meanwhile, we had Exhaust burned really early down in the bot lane at level 1 off of that light binding landing. I'm not sure if that was really necessary or even useful.
Well, you know, gotta pretend those big plays are gonna happen. Keep hope alive.
The sooner you use a cooldown, the sooner you get it back.
Exactly. You miss every cooldown you don't take.
Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Still on the terrible pizza. There's just nowhere to look this game. We've got a terrible pizza in the bot lane, a horrible walk animation in the top lane. You can just watch Prowler just kind of flop around doing small Cho things for a while.
Terrible skins all around.
Could watch mid lane. Fizz is the least oppressive of his team's skins. Well, Pool Party Zac is also, I guess, but just because Zac has no skins, so.
Yeah, it's interesting actually. I wonder what Riot's design team has tried to do with Zac skins, because he's just a big blob. And what can you really do with just a big blob?
How about we have Jar of Jelly Zack? He's just a big purple blob.
Well, they do have secret weapon Zack, which is purple.
Another gank in the mid lane, little dash in this time. Does manage to pull back with that little grab, but the damage really isn't here. Blows Ignite for some reason. Good flash. Tries to troll pole, but flashes instead. So both summoners blown. Is forcing it back, though.
Yeah, Chaos, I think he tried to hit that flash in like the middle of your pole jump there, which is possible, and I think he mistimed it just a little bit, or maybe just didn't quite have the distance calculated properly. So both summoners burned on the side of the Fizz, whereas just one was burned for Gregosaurus.
I'm noticing the bot lane is less gory as well. Like, I mean, there was fights going for days in this bot lane in Game 1. This one's a lot more peaceful and respectful. Obviously, Fawn just wants to, like you said, farm up a million CS. And Caitlyn kind of does too, for her part. So it's one of those respectful lanes, like a Nasus versus a Shen or something. I don't know.
Yeah, these are two of the old school AD carries. Just, you know, let's get to 3 items and then see what happens. Token got caught by a little binding there. They did see him on the ward, so nothing gonna happen there.
Yeah, that Shen ult, or not Shen ult, Shen dash. May as well be his ult. He uses it so often, it's his staple. Token's spending a lot of time down here. So Token's ganks haven't been that great. Obviously, we've only seen Prowler once so far. Why do people gank Shen? Because they don't think they're going to miss all their disables. And they do anyway.
Yeah, I don't think ganking Shen is a waste of time inherently. I mean, he only has the 1 dash, which many other characters also have.
It's because they see his horrible walk animation. They want to end it. Force him to go back and buy boots. Stop hurting my eyes and my soul. Hey guys, how can we make Kenos not play Shen more? Let's give him a stupid walk. Ooh. Fawn taken very low here, also misses that spell shield. Looks like there might be an attempt for Ocean here. Prowler just running right at it. No wards in the area, so theoretically option 12 is, or Northern Storm does not know this is happening. Eternal is going for Crab here, which, as you may recall, is how all the nonsense started for Northern Storm in that last game.
Yeah, it all popped off based off that little guy in the Northern River.
Right. No steal, though Token was in the area. Smite was down, though, so it wouldn't have happened anyway. But we do have Fizz at 6, so this is the moment. Shen and Fizz both at 6. So this is when Northern Storm can start making dreams a reality.
And there's still no flash on Gregosaurus, so a play could be made once this wave shoves back in mid lane.
Well, with the cloning ability, I think that he should be fine, but maybe not. Eternal coming back up. Gold still very even all around. Fizz managing to keep up in the CS as well, which is good for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Melee into range is always a little tricky.
Eternal being mean to Gotta Get Lucky, but Gotta Get Lucky is durable enough, it doesn't matter. But yeah, a lot of, actually, now that I think about it, a lot of champions in this game basically just kind of want to exist pre-6. Here comes Zac, does another little grab, taunt coming in from Gregosaurus. Good troll pull there, will we get the shark off? Does get the shark off, will this be first blood? Almost. Token just lets it happen to get the kill over onto that Fizz.
Yeah, that's a really good gank, really successful outcome. Gregosaurus still just didn't quite have the flash, and as you pointed out, Chaosic's doing a great job of using that E to dodge the stun of the Nico ult, which gave him all the time he needed, all the damage.
More help coming. Good flash there. Love that flash. Still gonna get hit by the pull though, and the taunt. This is gonna be a second kill. Maybe good slam there. Gotta Get Lucky, just barely gets away. Prowler is here. I'm surprised Token is running away. You kinda, you know, he's coming around for another pass. Yep. Yeah, shouldn't have left your top laner there. First stack for Prowler. I don't think he should be scared of Token. Doesn't have much mana, though.
Yeah, that was an interesting exchange. I feel like Northern Storm, they got what they came for, but they could have done it more efficiently. And they did end up getting punished for it, because I think if they could have gotten that more optimally, then the possibility of a counter gank wouldn't have been as easy for Prowler there to pick up a kill in return.
Right, I'd like to report a bug. This Chroma still has a horrible pizza. The pizza's supposed to be changing. Please fix, thank you. Half the enjoyment of pizza delivery Sivir is seeing the pizza change. Without the pizza changing, I just find myself disinterested in the spot lane. Need to go somewhere else. Ooh, big laser there, though. Somehow misses. I think was that a shield? Might have been. Happened so quick. Let's check the cooldown. Yes, it was a shield. Alright, so the shield worked. A lot of pings here. Both junglers coming to visit. Jungle on jungle action. Here we go. Prowler is in a little bit of trouble here, but Fawn has very little health. Prowler gets another chomp. Prowler is just once again going to town here, and they're going to keep going. Wishbone is nowhere near durable enough. Nice ult. Snipe takes him down anyway. Both mid laners lurking in the mist.
Yeah, that was a good play by Option 12. Just they knew they had the advantage, had more people on that bot side. They got there quicker and just took full advantage. Northern Storm, they could have fallen back earlier as well, kind of a failing on their side.
So that's 2 stacks now on Prowler. Both on champions as well, which is very good. Gotta Get Lucky continues to win exchanges against Eternal. So that must be somewhat frustrating for the set. Makes all of us Shen players feel nice and happy though. See if Prowler is going to come up for helpful gank. I do not believe it's been spotted by any wards, but it seems as though Gotta Get Lucky was thinking about going back. He could be in a lot of trouble if he decides to go in here. Prowler is just waiting in the wings, and he knows it because that control ward is there. What are you waiting for, Gotta Get Lucky?
Yeah, this is an interesting choice by Gotta Get Lucky.
Like, if you want to go back, you've got 700 gold. You could buy boots, damn it.
Well, especially since Token is on the bot side, so there's never going to be anything for you to do up here.
Well, looks like they might be waiting for a Chaos game. That taunt isn't going to last long enough, though. He could ult him under turret right now. That would actually work wonders for him, but... Alright, so now we're going to have a gank coming up here from the Cho. Fizz jumps in on him. They both have dashes. The silence is going to be a little painful. Will Shen... Oh, they're actually both back on. Alright. Shen did have the dash available, so probably would have been able to get away anyway. Oh, missed the kill in that bot lane. The Zac bouncing away spells the story, though.
That's still all just very, very interesting decision making from Northern Storm, though, in that top side, because Gotta Get Lucky lost so much tempo by just sitting in that brush for a while, and they end up getting basically nothing out of the time he wasted. Meanwhile, Northern Storm, they do get something on the bot side, which is great for them, but the Shen had nothing to do with it, so there was no reason for him to not recall earlier.
Interesting attempt there by Elizabeth to 3-screen away steal the dragon. Didn't work though. So 1 dragon apiece. Much closer game.
Yeah, which is good to see. You certainly do want to see at least 1 competitive game so far. And
Eternal trying
Chaos
to
is probably going to recall here.
Oh, shoot. Keep missing the excitement in the bot lane. It was so slow earlier. All the action up in the top lane, now missing the bot lane action. But great job by Gotta Get Lucky getting down there with that ultimate, helping his team out, securing 2 kills.
Yeah, absolutely. Taking all that that tempo that I thought he lost earlier and just transferring it down to the bot lane, picking up a couple kills for them. They should get at least 1 or 2 plates here.
Which is good with the turret plating going down. Of course, with that Shen ult, the problem with level 1 Shen ult is it takes approximately 4 million years to come off of cooldown.
Approximately.
So for 2 minutes, we're not going to have any help for any sort of crazy plays that Fizz or Zac make.
Yeah, and Sigtao Eternal, you saw Gotta Get Lucky, he used his teleport to get back up to the top lane after that play, which means that Sigtao Eternal will have TP advantage in about a minute or so, that will be not quite be able to be matched yet by Gotta Get Lucky.
Yeah, at this point I think the Shen doesn't have boots just to torture me. I think that's just what's going on. We do have Prowler with that buff. When will he use it though? Bot lane would be a good time for it, but he's got to walk his little dinosaur butt all the way down there. We do have the Fizz and the Zac coming down here as well. Possibly another engagement. Wishbone was thinking about it, but there wasn't a really good sword target. Can I show gold? Absolutely. There it is. So the Shen ult is not available for some time yet. Teleport is available for Sigtao Eternal, and he is under turret, so this could be a good time to use it if he deems it necessary. Prowler and Gregosaurus creeping out here. Here we go. Moving in down. There comes the ult just to try to get something done. Good flash there. Mostly a jungle attempted sacrifice. Does get healed. Big ult from Gregosaurus hitting up 2 of the members of the team. Wishbone flashes away. Fawn as well. So they're going to get Token. Snipe also. Ooh, Wishbone manages to just barely survive. Good time for this Herald as well.
Yeah, that was an excellent play from Option 12, coming up, culminating in this Herald right now, which will pick up the turret and should probably get a second hit on the next turret as well. And once again, you see Northern Storm, and you're wondering, well, what is the answer? Because Gotta Get Lucky doesn't have Stand United available again yet, doesn't have a teleport available, and Chaos is just sort of farming up in the mid lane. So, Option 12, that play almost feels free for them.
I'm loving how much damage Gotta Get Lucky is doing to this set in the opening salvo. It really feels like set doesn't have many options against Gotta Get Lucky right now. Obviously, Gotta Get Lucky is up on gold by about 400, but still, the taunt damage burst with Tiamat combo is really laying the hurt.
Yeah, Shen is an interesting laner because he is, you know, you think of him as a tank, and he is a tank, and he's a supportive tank with his ultimate and everything, but he can dish out some pain early on in lane phase with his auto attacks, his combos, and it's easy to get caught off guard by that. So I think that's what you're seeing here. But Sigtao Eternal, he's done a decent job of at least standing up to it. He's pretty even in CS, only the 1 death, which, you know, honestly, Sigtao Eternal at this point, to see him even in CS at this point is pretty good. Option 12, they've got to be pretty happy with this result at this point.
Yeah, the 1 or 2 times that Gotta Get Lucky was kind of just hanging out, did give Set the chance to climb up there. We are also seeing, you know, the gold lead has been about where it has been the entire game, thanks in part to that 1 turret. But, I mean, the Fizz has been doing very well. Chaos has been hanging out, despite doubts of his effectiveness early game. And I'm just excited to see more actual team fights, because I think a lot of this is going to come down to positioning. Obviously, Token is a little further behind than Prowler is, but Prowler's been the big presence for his team, involved in every kill so far.
Yeah, I think Chaos needs to start getting more involved. He needs to start moving around the map a little bit more, because Fizz, he's been in the mid lane so much. His 1 kill has come in the mid lane. There's been very little roaming.
Well, here we go. Token is going to jump in here. Does get rooted immediately. 2 double roots actually here. Token does come in with his ult, bouncing around. Lots of flashes. Power takes out the Zac immediately. Huge laser! That is going to almost wipe out most of the force that Northern Storm would be bringing to bear here. It is a 5-on-3, and Northern Storm is wisely running. Let's see if they stick around to try to steal the dragon. Does not look as though they will. Well, Sivir gives it a good college try.
Yeah, that was a good job by Option 12, just kiting back against the initial aggression from Northern Storm. They knew that they had an advantage if they just extended the fight out a ways and did it perfectly. And as you said, the laser just demolished the front line.
Yeah, option 12 it has a reasonable kiting force. Any Lux team generally does.
Mm-hmm.
You keep backing up until your snare is off cooldown, and then you snare them, you laser them. Caitlyn, of course, great for that as well. You chase the Cho until he gets his spikes back up, and then he chases back onto you. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, even Nico is great for kiting back if you need to. So yeah, just a really good job by option 12 to absorb the aggression there and turn it right back around.
For some reason here. Come on, Riot.
Rito, please.
Come on, Riot. There we go. And we're back. Oop, messing with the speed a little bit here. Okay. So we'll just stay from where we were. No reason to speed that up. Good old 1915. We'll just be a little behind. It's nice to have pauses that happen that aren't people disconnecting from the stream.
Yeah, we'll take those.
But we got a big move here from option 12 heading up to the top side. Pointy Ball is not with them. But no turrets for Northern Storm. Looks like there might be an attempt to get one here. Wishbone about to face check a whole bunch of pain, but manages to back off. Oh, just missing Chance of the Herald here as Baron has come to play. Ring around the Rosie here. I think probably just going to blast Cone out. Alright, and Shen doing Shed things, split pushing. Does have boots finally, thank you, Lucky.
Also has that teleport available and Stand United very soon, so he's fine to be down there.
Yeah, absolutely. So now we're getting into that point where Shen is a presence in other lanes until he isn't. Northern Storm pushing against this mid turret, trying to get their second turret. Set and Shen having a little dance. Set does not have teleport, so any sort of team fight engagement he will not be present for. I like how the mid lane is now topped as well. It's all kind of topsy-turvy.
And Northern Storm, they should be looking for plays right now. With Eternal's teleport being down, Gotta Get Lucky having essentially double teleport available to him, you should be looking for an engage between Zac and Sivir and Leona. Anytime you see somebody in a potentially precarious spot, you should be going for it.
Well, I mean, that is part of the problem with the fact that these lanes kind of took different points, right? They haven't really had many opportunities to grab anyone just yet. We do have the Fizz and the Nico fighting up in the top lane. Nico might go down to the Ignite. Does. Shen ulted in to help the Fizz out. Interesting to see if they push this top lane then or not.
Yeah, that was just Fizz being Fizz. I mean, he is up on CS, 2-0 now, but was 1-0 before. It's so difficult to deal with this with Fizz 1v1 because he has the troll pole as we call it, the ultimate. Just even his Q and his W do deceptive amounts of damage. It's a terror to deal with this guy one-on-one, and when he's got a Shen potential backpacking onto him as a little help, good luck.
So that's 2 turrets now for Gotta Get Lucky. People in chat pointing out the CS difference in this jungle. 2,000 gold difference. About what we saw between the top laners last game. Getting some ward checks on Baron here. Not as many deep wards this game as we had last game. Probably getting very big though. 3,300. Shen barely 2,000.
Yeah, option 12, they have definitely won this jungle matchup in this series, which I would imagine would have been seen as one of the exciting battles within the war for this series. Is Prowler and Token, 2 of the jungle carries that we've seen so far this split. And it's been Prowler getting the better of the matchup in both games.
Alright, so option 12 is taking a very aggressive Baron here. Everyone else seems to be out of position though, so I don't think they will be able to stop this. In fact, they aren't even trying. So this is going to be first Baron, more than likely. Yep. Alright, so what will 12 do with this Baron? Are they just going to try to shove it down mid? Are they heading... Looks like they're heading straight for Dragon first. Shen does not have Stand United available. He does have Teleport. Nice hit initially there from Sivir. The Shark misses. And Fizz is at point. The issue here is I don't know if there's anyone... Well, on... well, it doesn't matter right now. Fizz gets grabbed. Here comes big plays from this Zac, but there isn't enough meat here to stand up to it. Sigtow Eternal dealing lots of damage. Gotta get lucky. Does manage to get in there, though, with his own teleport. Eternal is taken very low. Pointyball takes out Wishbone. Fawn is taken very low. Token did manage to respawn, but he's got almost no health either. Where are the teams here? Gotta get lucky is trying to take out Pointyball one-on-one, but now he's realizing he's getting kited. Prowler is coming in to deal with that. Zac is getting chased all across the planet. I think Gotta get lucky is going to get away just because of his dash, but Eternal is closing in on this dragon. This will be the third dragon for option 12.
Man, that was such a close fight too. There were multiple members of option 12 who were taken down to, it looked like sub 50 health at certain points in that fight, but just not quite enough damage. You look at Chaosix there, as you said, he got caught early, just had the troll pole out, and then didn't do anything afterwards, still died. But the ultimate still available, the flash still available, the ignite still available. That all could have been consequential damage that could have changed that fight.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I like what Gotta Get Lucky did. Obviously, he managed to pick up a kill, and he managed to, let's say, zone out the Caitlyn. But that meant that he wasn't really around for the rest of his team. And, I mean, obviously, a tank taking their main damage dealer out of the fight is as good as you can hope for. But, you know, considering how poorly the fight went for them with 3 members dropping, who's to say? Yeah, the Shark missing at the opening of the fight was really painful as well. The amount of damage a Shark does would have made all the difference in that fight on anyone. So hopefully the next fight, I mean obviously Northern Storm is not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. They're only down 2,000, 3,000 gold. Shen ult is available. Here comes Zac jumping in behind. That's an interesting flash right on to Pointyball. Will he get taken out? He will. Big shutdown going over on the Sivir. Can they get more? Eternal is running for his life. Good grab there by Wishbone. Will they take him out? There's very little follow-up. Here comes Chaos. Manages to get over there with the troll pole. Turret is taken down. Gotta Get Lucky is running from Prowler. Will Gotta Get Lucky get taken out? He doesn't really have enough durability to stand up to a constant presence from Prowler, who eats him alive. 11 stacks.
That was a really good catch by Northern Storm in the mid lane, though.
Oh, yeah.
I know Gotta Get Lucky went down at the end of it there, but to take down Pointyball, get that gold onto the Sivir, who we've talked about from the very beginning, you know, you need to get this Sivir to a point where she can just melt everybody, and that's a big step.
Yeah, speaking of big steps, Cho is amazing right now. 4,000 health, 5-0-5. You need to get the Sivir fed just to start to chip him down.
Yeah, Prowler on this Cho'Gath, it's something that he's played for a while. I wouldn't really call it a pocket pick of his, but it's something that he will pull out maybe once or twice a split, and it seems to always surprise people. And it's, yeah, I mean, you look at him right now, he's basically taking up an entire jungle corridor with his girth.
He's a big boy.
This point.
That's why we need Nasus in these games. We can have a big old Nasus against a big old Cho just smacking each other in the face.
The old 2012 League of Legends top lane was was something to behold.
Battle of the Titans. Nasus gets big with every stack. Cho gets big with every stack. Let's get it going.
All right, next week, somebody please do this.
Ooh, once again, a great play by Token on both of the squishies. Pointyball goes down. This is going really well here. Eternal goes down as well. Can they kill Prowler? This is the #1 question we have. Prowler just kind of slowly walking away, but there's so much CC. Prowler's going to get taken down. 950 shutdown gold onto this Shen.
Yeah, and we were just talking about the stacks, and the fact that those just went away is a big deal, and the shutdown, as you talked about. And that was just, honestly, a really questionable decision by option 12 because they had 3 members pushing up in that mid lane while Nico was running back from base. Lux was in base, not even running back yet. It's just, you cannot send people that far forward when you literally only have 60% of your strength even available to you.
I think that it has to be said that Token is really making an impact in this game. The last 2 fights where they did very well were because of his initiations. Flash, bounce, and just a general leap in that Zac is so well known for. Show at 12 stacks, did not lose them on death.
Yeah, that's a change I forgot about. Thank you for pointing that out.
Alright, so we got Shen now finally starting to pick up that health. 2,600. So, you know, half as much as Cho. Sort of. Cho's getting there. Give it another minute.
Gold is basically exactly even right now. It's fun to see at this point. Obviously the 3-to-1 Drakes. So that's where we'll see this next fight, I would imagine.
Yeah, this is big. This is going to go for the buff that Option 12 is looking for here. This will give them a big advantage for the rest of the upcoming engagements. They already have it at half health. Noah's in position. Token is not even setting up. Looks like he's coming in now. Will he steal it? No, he does not. And now the big damage is coming out just right away. Wishbone goes down. They collapse on Eternal. I don't know if that's the right choice. Pointy Ball was getting attacked by Chaos, but everyone is coming in there to help. Does go down. Big damage. Gotta get lucky is taking on 2-on-1 here. Does manage to take down the top lane. Can he get more? He does. Shen is suddenly a huge threat here, but he cannot fight Cho in that state. So that was a 3 for 3, but they get the dragon. 12 with 4 dragons. That's an important
Yeah, honestly,
one,
that
too.
was... It felt like Northern Storm was a little late to setting up for that, because it ended up just having to be Token jumping over, looking for the 50-50, which is tough against a Cho'Gath. And then, honestly, I'm a little surprised that they were fortunate enough to get the 3 for 3 afterward.
I mean, the worst part about this for Northern Storm is that we were talking about Option 12 was a good kiting team. And now they've got 10% movement speed. And not only that, you can't run from Cho anymore, man. He's going to come, he's going to eat somebody, and he's going to chase somebody else.
Yeah, and the ultimate cooldown is just going to be crazy.
32 seconds. He's going to eat somebody every 32 seconds.
Jeez.
1,000 true damage.
Every 32 seconds, my goodness.
32 seconds. Check out that Lux laser once we get Elizabeth on screen here. 27 seconds. 666 magic damage. She's still got the demon skin on. Perfect. Or demon colors, I should say. So, scary ultimates all over the place. Mind everyone what Shen's cooldown is. 135 seconds. It's not the same. It's just not the same.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Over 4 times the cooldown of that Lux ultimate.
We do have a split push though. Turret just gone. Eternal is trying to go to help out. Oh, missed the kill there. We got a big jump in here though. The Shen ult was coming in as well. Big damage all around, but all it is Gregosaurus and Prowler. Prowler, despite this health, cannot beat 5-on-1. So Prowler's not that fed yet, everybody.
Yeah, it's... Once again, Option 12, they push up. This is basically the exact same place they got caught about 7 minutes ago. And they just push up a little too far. Luckily for them, they have this big lead, so, you know, Northern Storm, they're going to get this Baron, and then it's probably just going to be a reset. But they really need to think about their flanks, because they've been caught a couple times now.
Yeah, trying to figure out where Zac is. I'd like to see some more wards deeper into the lanes they're pushing, so that they can kind of look to see where Zac is coming from. But, I mean, we did see some of that Shen power in that last fight. Shen split pushing, Set has to go engage with it. Suddenly it's a 4-on-5, because the Shen can just teleport over. Shen did get to 16 as well. I believe he hasn't picked his next spell. There he goes. I was going to say, how long are you going to not pick that third level and ultimate there, buddy.
And for me, one of the remedies there is that when Sigtao Eternal goes to answer Gotta Get Lucky split push, he needs to just glue himself to the Shen. Don't, you know, if the Shen starts to hang back and you see that a fight might be about to happen, just follow him. Just get to the point where you can interrupt his ultimate, and, you know, don't worry about the 3 CS you might lose to turret or something, but you have to stop the Shen from joining the fight, because that's going to be more valuable for your team.
Well, problem with that, of course, is just that Shen might just straight up kill you then, depending who's dealing with him. I mean, Eternal is very low health. He's only got 2,000 health. And this Shen is 3,000 gold up on him. This Shen has been doing very well. Props to Gotta Get Lucky.
Sigtao Eternal chunked out really hard right there, just on this turret siege.
Yeah, only 1 kill on him, 2,000 HP. How many chew stacks we got? Still only 12 chew stacks on Prowler, but Prowler's coming to feast. He's coming around the back here. 5,600 health. He's gonna eat somebody. He's gonna reach out and eat somebody. Here we go. Doesn't actually hit anybody. There's the Sivir ult. Laser hits. Ultimate hits. Nice shield. Here comes the Shen. Big ults all around. Eternal is already very low. Big punch. Pony Ball's gonna go down very soon. Token does get taken out, but there's too much damage. Prowler can't stand up to it. Pointy Ball did manage to get away, but here comes the Troll Pole into the Shark. Eternal does manage to get on there. Hourglass keeps Chaos alive.
Yeah, you're starting to see, I think, just the all-on aggression that Northern Storm has in their comp, where, you know, you take the Sivir ultimate with all these champions who just want to dive to the backline. It's so difficult to deal with.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Thon is online now, in case anyone missed that when it happened. Just deleting people the way only a Sivir can. Is this game? It looks like it's pretty close to it.
It should be. 8 seconds on the Nico. Yeah, this should be game.
Well, let's see what happens. Prowler's here also. Big ult though, laser as well. Will the knockups work? There's enough disables on Prowler. He should be able to stop this. They gotta get lucky though. There's the Devour. Been looking for that. Feast, actually, but Devour works.
You know, basically synonymous.
Alright, so the gold lead has suddenly sprung up to 6k.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And the Winions just deal with the top turret themselves. 9 turrets to 4. Chaos taken in the backline there just completely deletes Lizabear. Alright, can Prowler fight 3-on-1? Pointy Ball is here though. Pointy Ball could get some stuff done. Does have 1 secret trap laid up there. An Elder Drake would swing this for option 12 in a big way, but gotta look out for this Fizz. The traps are there, he troll pulls the other direction, but at this point Northern Storm is just stalling. 15 seconds on the Shen, he does have ultimate available. So he'll be joining the fight the second that this happens here. Token just kind of bounces in, you know, hey, what am I doing? I'm over here. I'm over there. Shen, 2 seconds left. Teleport coming in from this set. They have got to get this dragon. Here comes Gregosaurus as well. Where is the Shen ult? Red team gets the Elder Drake. This could be the turnaround they're looking for. Wishbone is very low. Prowler realizes, hey, we gotta actually kill the Zac, and he does. Can Eternal shut down Wishbone? He does have ult available, but he's choosing not to use it. Fizz is going back. There is no Shen ult. That's Lucky, I guess, just decides he can run to it. Good cone there. A Pointy Ball deletes him with the Elder Drake buff. Is this option 12's turnaround? Did Northern Storm make a mistake? Good taunt there. Turret damage, big deal. Gotta get lucky. Helps to take Prowler almost down. He does get down thanks to Fawn. Ults to just kind of exist.
Wow.
I think that option 12 is going to have to back up here. Obviously, they can get a lot of damage out. But you also need to remember they have no turrets at home. So
yeah, this is where you wish that Fizz had teleport instead of ignite. Obviously, you understand the merits of both, but the threat of a backdoor is so much less potent when it's just the Shen, who obviously doesn't have it right now.
I don't know. I mean, this gotta get lucky is incredibly strong right now. You would need Prowler, essentially, to stop him.
I don't see exactly what the Baron timer is right now, but option 12, they have to be careful if they do go for this, because between the Sivir ultimate, the Zac, and just the way, the mobility that Northern Storm has, if you commit to this Baron, they might just run into your base and kill that Nexus.
Several Northern Storm members getting caught here. Big Laser misses everyone. Token trying to get back in here. Set is the one who's stuck puppy guarding up in the top lane here. Token may end up going down, though. Interesting. Alright, so they lose their main tool of initiation, and this will give option 12 a chance to snag this Baron. They do still have the, do they still have the Elder Drake? No, I think that's gone now.
Yeah, that was an interesting choice by Northern Storm, though, to actually opt into that fight. And they will lose the Baron for it now. Looks like Chaos and Wishbone are trying to think about, you know, can we maybe sneak into the base here? But no, they'll just take the blue buff.
Remember, we still have this big movement speed buff on option 12 side here. We do have Eternal getting bigger. That's good. The more durability he has, the more useful he'll be. Chaos is very low, actually, here. There's an opportunity. Despite the troll pull, but they could maybe grab him here. We do have Gregosaurus nearby. 7,000 health on Prowler. How big can one dinosaur get?
I believe he has more health than your average turret at this point.
More health than several members of the team combined. Gotta get lucky, get spotted here. We'll blast Cone away. I'm not sure if a turret's a threat anymore. Really, I think that Prowler could just face tank every turret in the game and be fine. We have people calling for Northern Storm to take their energy. Red's inhibitor has respawned, so for the moment they don't need to look out for the back doors. There's some grouping in the mid lane here. This is going to be big. Who's going to ambush who? What is the best place to go for it? Chaos in a little bit of trouble here. Does manage to troll pull away, as he is so known to do. Like that ward there, but it's going to get picked off. Who's going to blink first? Who's going to slip up? Who's going to get hit by tokens engage? Looks like gotta get lucky. A couple other members kind of trying to loop around a little bit here. Shen, obviously, split pushing would not be a terrible thing here. Here comes Token. He gets a couple of knockups with that bounce. Flash from Pointy Ball immediately. He knows where it's going. Big laser. Wishbone very low and silence. This could be the end of the game, folks. Token taken out. Gotta get lucky taken very low. Fawn manages to knock out the top lane. Wishbone taken out as well. Fawn taken almost incredibly perfectly low in one hit. We do have the ult, but what good is that going to do? Turret is down. Biz has run all the way to the other side of the map. 4 on 3 right now, but it's the 3 members you would probably want if you are Northern Storm. Turret's taken very low. Gotta get lucky is taken forward. Fawn has grabbed a undying item whose name I can't remember at this exact moment. Double knock up there. I think they might hold the line here, but there is so much poke coming out of option 12. Big laser misses everything. Chaos kind of jumps forward here. Prowler is very low. Prowler could actually get taken very low for Cho. Could actually get taken down, but the turret is going to go down. This is going to be a win for option 12. No one can get on Pointy Ball. Somebody get on Pointy Ball. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, it's just wins. You just can't get to him. Man, Gregosaurus had 2 Nico ults in that last fight. That just shows that cooldown reduction that you get from that Cloud Soul, those Cloud Drakes. And option 12, just a brilliant methodical push at the end there.
Yeah, they just didn't have the... when you have a character at that point like Cho, who's just so big, you need like multiple engages and re-engages to take him out.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw that they spent 5,000 worth of damage just on that Cho in that fight. Where else could that damage have gone?
Yeah, it was tricky because Prowler was just a wall. You just couldn't get past that guy, and Gregosaurus also, that first ultimate early in that fight, it was right around the entrance to the base in mid lane. He flashed in, and I don't think it got any kills, but it just completely zoned off anybody from Northern Storm who was trying to do anything of consequence in the first half of that fight, and then we saw it spill over to the second half, and by then it was basically over.
All right, so I don't normally look at this, but I want to see the damage taken graphs here. All right, so not that insane. I was expecting Cho to be out through the moon, but just, less than 20,000. And of course, vision score for the folks at home. Very nice vision score from everyone this time. Great job in the jungle. That Cho everywhere, eating everything. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. Great job by Token in this game, I thought. We had some comments before about possibly it not going so great. But he really did help with those turnarounds. Gave Northern Storm a real shot. Looks like we have Prowler in the interview room. Fittingly, I suppose. Hopefully, with the size of his Cho'Gath, there's enough room in there for us. So we'll head in there. It's the man himself, over 7,000 health. How you feeling, Prowler?
Feeling like a big boy after a good win.
A big boy indeed. 12 kills. So before we get into that nail biter of a game 2, I wanted to go into game 1 for a minute here. There were a lot of comments in the chat that were surprised you guys decided to go with Hecarim as the first pick instead of something like Morgana. What was your thought process going to that game 1?
Honestly, the Hecarim was just about getting it out of Token's hands. You hate to have to burn a ban on anyone. Being able to take it, I like to think it's always been my trademark is to be able to take a champion that someone else has mastered and be able to pull it away from them and play well enough that they at least respect me on it. And I think I showed that today by taking away Token's Hecarim and adding it to my pool.
All right. And so in that second game, obviously you guys were taken to the knife's edge for a minute there. And then you guys managed to turn around and come back. There was that bit at the Elder Drake that I think everyone would agree was a bit of the turnaround. And it seems you would agree with that also.
There was a back and forth for probably a minute and a half straight where Pointy would walk up, and then the Fizz would walk up, and I would have to walk towards the Fizz, who would then back up, so that Pointy could walk back, and you just had this like constant back and forth while the Drake's getting lower and lower, and I can only imagine, I'm feeling secure, because I have the Cho'Gath ult to secure the dragon. I can't imagine what was going through Northern Storm's mind right there, because they don't have that guaranteed secure like that. They know that they have to find a fight, and if they don't find just the perfect one, the Drake's gone and the game's over.
Mm-hmm.
So your thought process then was just they have to come to me, essentially?
They have to come to me. I am the wall upon which, Fang will make them break themselves.
Well, that's the spirit. And something else actually we noticed from game 1 from the champ select. You guys had locked in that Swain pretty early. And then that ended up with picking options that might have confused some people with the Nico being a surprise, I think, for a couple of our viewers. And obviously with that switch potential and stuff like that. Is that something that Gregosaurus was thinking about using as kind of like a shuffle pick? Or was that something that was always the plan?
We are one of the most flexible teams in the LCUS. The ability to move Lux around, to move Morgana around, to move Malphite around, things like that have kind of defined us. So picking Swain doesn't give away anything on our draft. And here especially, even when we go Swain Nico, Nico is still liable to become a support just because Liz is so potent on it.
Okay. And there's lots of people in the chat. I think you've made a lot of fans after that show game. Anything you want to say to your enduring audience?
I think option 12 was at a breaking point last week. Getting 0-2'd, we were very frustrated. I, in particular, was blowing up. and we had a big powwow about what needs to change so that we can be the, kind of represent what Option 12 has been in the LCUS. I think we proved today that we've come together as a team, and we truly are the team to beat this split.
All right. I mean, I must say I like how numerous teams have been giving those sorts of opinions. You go down 2-0, you come back, have a conversation about getting better, and then you have results like this. Very impressive. Very defining game 1, very impressive game 2, and hope to see more of it next week.
You certainly will, and to Greg and Fang and Liz and Alex, this is the statement win that we needed to show that we're a force.
All right. Well, we'll see if that statement continues. Talk to you later.
Appreciate it.
All right. So that was our interview there with Prowler, the 12-4-9 show with 7,000 plus hit points that you all will grow to fear. And Option 12 takes it 2-0. Very impressive. But next up, we have the team that took down Option 12 2-0. 9 lives going up against a very determined White Wolf team. So, Jeff, you got any closing thoughts on this match before we head into the next one?
I mean, I think that Prowler, the last thing that he said really resonated, which is that, after last week, and honestly the week before where they didn't look great, let's be frank, they haven't looked that good since week 1 until today. And I think that it was pretty pivotal that they had a good showing today. I think even a 1-1 might have been enough, but the fact that they got a 2-0 against a team that was at the top of the standings, that's got to be such a good feeling for that team after the frustration of the last couple weeks.
All right. Well, then, going into 9 Lives White Wolf after this quick break. Don't go anywhere, guys. The night's just getting started.